Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it.
And we're back. Now we're going to talk a little bit about value systems and belief systems, which are both culturally specific also. We just got done talking about language. So every culture has their own sets of values and their own sets of belief systems. Belief systems mean specific statements that people within that culture hold to be true. That doesn't necessarily mean they are true. It means that people believe they're true. So belief systems are often supported by value systems. And every culture has their own sets of values, what they consider to be their culturally defined standards of desirability, goodness, beauty, which serve as broad guidelines for social living, meaning that that what is good and bad, right or wrong, beautiful and ugly, funny or not funny, right? These are all things that are culturally specific. So value systems are created by culture, and they tell us what is of value in society, what we should, they guide for example, our goals and our dreams. For example, we have a value in U.S. culture that says that we should value things like, obviously, democracy and freedom. Individual freedom, by the way, not necessarily something like freedom from want. So in our culture, in many ways, some people say it's not the best thing, but the idea that we don't necessarily say that people should be free from hunger or free from poverty, but we certainly think that people should just be free to do whatever they want whenever they want to do it. Which is a certain type of freedom, obviously, but that's kind of an important, value in American culture. Also, we believe in the idea of democracy. We believe that it's the best system, so we place a great deal of value on that. We also value, for example, the idea that of personal liberty over the idea of the value of the group. So we often focus on individual freedoms, individual liberties, sometimes even at the expense of being able to do things together. So that could be problematic for us sometimes. That's my phone blowing up, sorry. Now, as far as another value system that we have in America, in American culture, we tend to think of American culture as being, based in capitalism, right? We have a belief that a cultural belief that capitalism is the best kind of economic system, and that leads us to value, for example, the acquisition of things, right? The accumulation of stuff, and that's what capitalists do, right? We get lots of stuff, we buy things. And we even believe in the idea of almost kind of like better living through the acquisition of those things. Think about every commercial that you see on television or in ads. Advertising tells us that the way that we can achieve happiness is through buying stuff. Now, is that really true? No, not really. I mean, the fact is the research shows that and of course we know from anecdotally that we don't necessarily become happier just because we have more stuff or even more wealth. Past a certain point, poverty will cause you a lot of misery, but beyond a certain point, wealth doesn't seem to have that much return in terms of happiness. So it's a belief system and a value system, but it's not necessarily based completely in the accuracy or in fact of the situation. So that's value systems and belief systems. And next we will talk a little bit about norms.
Waterfalls nothing can harm me at all. My worries seem so very small, but my